Have you ever felt as though you are quietly fighting battles invisible to others? Though deep down there is a tempest roaring, maybe even unbothered, your world sees you as mysterious and fascinating. Everyone sees the surface but never feels the weight you are dragging underfoot, as if striding over life donning invisible armor. People love your silence, quietness, and strength, but they overlook the evenings you lie awake, fighting doubt, questioning your objective, or wondering whether anybody would even notice if you vanished. You're cool. Anarchy is familiar. You are cool since, without breakdown, nothing will change. So you keep going. Not because it's easy, rather because you have always had to. Early on you found that nobody is coming to save you and that emotions are luxuries you cannot afford to show. You have developed a great talent for hiding misery behind a goal and turning hurts into wisdom. And even if the world may never know, deep down you do. Today we are exposing 12 terrible truths Sigma men live with every day but barely talk about. Once you name them, you cannot undo them. One wields isolation like a two-edged knife. Though they want solitude, Sigma men are not always at ease. Sometimes it can be quite loud. You get your own echo and feel as though you are screaming into a void. Loneliness is one terrible price of freedom. See, walk and live differently too. That sets you apart from every other person too. When it's 3 in the morning and nobody is messaging, checking in, or wondering what's on your mind, you convince yourself this is what you chose. You mean it mostly as well. Still, some of you wish for someone who just understands. Not required words in this context, even sanctuaries might feel cold. Sigma men are their own refuge. The paradox is, nonetheless, that the Sigma man finds his strength alone. His mind sharpens free from outside influences. Still silent, he hears his real calling. One does not need the audience to validate his value. Still, the suffering of personal relationship is real. It is human. It is not weakness. Strength is suffering want without losing your way. It is not the absence of want. 2. People project their insecurities against you. Some find your silence disturbing. Unable to read you, people develop stories. He's arrogant. He thinks he's better than us. And he must be hiding something. Actually, you're probably only thinking about your next move or none at all. Others take it personally since you never ask permission. Your freedom starts to show back to them what they lack. It's strange to have the weight of misinterpretations from people you seldom engage with. 3. Emotional armor can become a prison. Over time you have built walls. At first they protect you from betrayal, deception, and loss. Eventually, though, they also start to exclude the really good stuff too. Exposedness, interaction, fun. Relationships still only surface. Family memories seem rather far away. Love seemed alien. You yearn for connection, yet when you reach for it, your inner defenses fight back. Sigma guys have merely sheltered their hearts on toy, lost sight of the door, not cold. 4. Success refines the inappropriate focus. You seek not plaudits but mastery and autonomy. Still, real success draws all the wrong sort of people. Fake friends on a quest of dominance. Those who pursue opportunities follow favors. Romantic interests looking for status, not love. First helps you look better. Then you realize they do not see you. They find sight of a ladder. Once they climb, they also disappear, usually resulting in a wider bullseye. Sigma performance may not always inspire respect. 5. The tug-of-war between freedom and connection. Sigma males long for both freedom and personal connection, even though they are typically unable to obtain both. Real love requires compromise as well as sensitivity. Still, independence calls for isolation. You want intimacy even if you worry about what it implies. You want love even though you are afraid of the exposure. Though some refer to it as commitment issues, it is more deep. It is more of survival instinct than of concern. Scarier than loneliness, by far, is losing oneself to keep someone else warm. 6. Being misunderstood is the norm. You don't explain yourself, act for praise, or speak only to mask silence. People so start to feel awkward. They create the worst. But you have found that people hear what they want. So, explanation rarely is of use. You thereby welcome it. Being misinterpreted is simply the price you pay for choosing your own way. It is not something to fix. At last you give up trying against it. You just calm yourself inside your own brain. 7. You grow apart from people. Your tendency is fast growth, not to wow but rather to expand. And one thus leaves people behind. Old friends who still stand motionless. Families whose members never dream more broadly. Those who seek for ease above difficulty. You initially try to bring them with you. Most nevertheless object. You have to decide between developing and wandering alone or shrinking to stay close. Every iteration of you leaves someone behind, not out of haughtiness but rather out of development. And it is lonelier than most people understand. 8. Dependency on yourself encourages conceit. Dependent only on yourself, you could find it easy to believe you are always right. Sigma men have to walk a tightrope, believing their instincts but yet keeping modest. Neither a manager nor a mentor was on observation here. It is merely you assessing your own character. Most Sigma failures come from not challenging oneself, not from dishonesty. Another form of incarceration is freedom devoid of self-control. 9. Built slowly, trust is lost forever. Not naturally cynical, Sigma men started to lose trust. Most individuals in life are unreliable. Most learn from this. Loyalty declines in trying circumstances. Love disappears when options grow. Honesty has asterisks attached to it. Then trust becomes a stronghold built one tested brick at a time. Once damage occurs, though, there is no second opportunity. There aren't any big conflicts here. Nothing grandiose. Just mute. Always. 10. Finding you in leadership, either you want it or you want not. You look for strength, not for titles. Still, they go to you anyhow. It is presence more than appeal. Peaceful assurance. Judging decisions. Clarity among disarray. And it also entails responsibilities even if that fosters respect. Suddenly, you are not only leading, you are the one blamed when something goes wrong. Sometimes you miss the obscurity of just passing another face in the throng. 11. Lone wolf fights by himself. The romantic idea of the lone wolf appeals. No one to slow you down or turn against. Actually, the truth is really different. Nobody there to grab you when you trip. When darkness finally shows up, you face it alone. Most avoid the actual loneliness. Sigma men experiencing it act accordingly. It fractures you, then guides you in reconstruction. Though few others can see also suffering, there is strength in it. 12. Within victories go hidden. Some battles are invisible, battled in your own heart and mind. Against anarchy, choosing a course of discipline. Forgiving without considering it secondhand. Instead of exacting retribution, turning away. These are the achievements none else would have noticed. No applause at all. Not referenced. Just you and your silence victory. Realizing that the most significant successes are the ones only you know about can be the toughest challenge. Know this: if any of these truths call to you, you're not broken. You exist. Since we were not made for molds, Sigma guys are not fitting for them. If you are ready to go this crazy journey, hit subscribe. Come live with the tribe. We are producing something here that the world might never be able to understand. And maybe that is exactly how it ought to be.